Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another review of Little Woman. Now, this was a good episode, not as shocking as the last episode, but there were a lot of good moments. One creepy one, and I'll talk about that, involving InHye and SangA. And also, was SangWoo on JaeSang's side the entire time? Cause that part really shocked me. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. So to start the review, reminder, InHye has a gun pointed at SangA, but then she has the upper hand because of her bodyguards. Even when Doyle tried to save her, she still had the upper hand until JaeSang called her to tell her to stop it because InKyung is with them, threatened to make the ledgers public. And when it comes to the money, InHye hid the money in a locker and gave Doyle the key to that locker, so now she 100% trusts him, which I saw coming right after SangA revealed everything. Now back in Korea, which a lot happened, first JaeSang burned the ledgers, so InKyung doesn't really have an upper hand at this point unless they make copies of it, and InKyung's boss tried to make her quit her reporting job by making her cover nothing but weather news and nothing else. So he was trying to get her to join the society. And the way that the character was just trying to make it seem like, hey, I want you to join this cult. JaeSang is the father you need to change your life, which was one of the creepiest things I've seen by far in this drama. And then for SangA, she's back in Korea. She told JaeSang to kill InKyung because she was humiliated while she was having sex with him. Is it just me, or is SangA look like she's pulling all the strings? There's something about the blue orchid and her voice is one hell of a superpower. And then Jungkook called InHye about InKyung going missing, and then they find her on camera going to a psychiatric hospital. Now there's only one important person in the storyline who's at the hospital. That's SangWoo, because InKyung was in contact with them about Ilbok's land that he bought. But SangWoo was trying to convince InKyung that you were so focused on the worth of the land, you should have been focusing on why the land was purchased in the first place. And he told her, what do you think is going to happen when JaeSang becomes mayor? Focus on all of the projects that JaeSang approved and focus on the owners as well. Again, it's not about how much the land is worth, it's about how it's being used. And then here comes Suim trying to kill InKyung, but InHye warned her so she can escape. InHye and Jungkook led her to the roof where InHye beat her, which is one of the best moments I've seen, because remember that one scene in a previous episode where Suim was beating InHye? She got her payback. But all of this was just to distract her so SangWoo and InKyung can escape. And then we get to the ending where I was a little bit confused. So SangWoo called JaeSang, telling him, hey, you know me. I never wanted to be on InHye's and the others' side in the first place. I don't like being in the spotlight. So I want you to meet up with me. Go alone. And obviously JaeSang is not going to go alone. Duh. But then when Suim and the other bodyguards was looking for SangWoo, JaeSang was up a hill, sitting down, just chilling, alone. And then SangWoo pointed a gun at him, and the episode ends there. In my mind, I'm thinking, did they give us the impression that he was on JaeSang's side, but now he has a gun pointed at him? Oh yeah, I don't want to forget. I want to get to this one scene that kind of creeped me out. So InHye was in her room, and SangA showed up. Her smile is very creepy. I'll say that. But before SangA entered her room, InHye found some markings, like someone was counting. It's kind of like this, you know, like the lines, right? That was on one side of the closet, and on the other side, written in, I believe, blood. I mean, it was red, but it said, run away. Those weren't the only things that she found. She found out in a previous episode that a picture of somebody was cut out of SangA's photo album, and it happens to be her mom. And her mom was also staying in the same room that InHye is in right now. And SangA told InHye, oh, don't worry, you're going to end up just like her. But then InHye asked SangA, am I going to hang myself in the closet? I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, I'm kind of confused on this part. And I hope you guys can help me out. What plan does SangA has for InHye? Because I have no idea. I remember reading a comment that someone left in my previous review video, which I replied. This person asked me, so who do you think is more evil, SangA or JaeSang? When it comes to making a scene type of evil, SangA has that. When it comes to being evil low-key, JaeSang is good at that. But, just in general, who's more evil? Yeah, definitely SangA. SangA has this predictable yet bitch characteristic of being evil type of personality, where she does make someone else do her dirty work, but at the same time she has this seductive persuading type of thing that she has, and we saw her do it many times before, even in this episode. And I still don't know what SangA has planned for InHye, having her being in that room, which her mom was living in there before her, which her mom, I guess, killed herself. To the point where her mom left a message saying run away, and she was keeping track on how many days that she was in there. I can only imagine the insanity. Now that the ledgers are burned, I don't know if they have any copies. They should, right? Yeah, without the ledgers, I don't think they have a good upper hand. The only plan they have now is InHye's plan, pretty much straight up killing JaeSang. Maybe SangWoo was kind of on JaeSang's side just to get near him so he can kill him. JaeSang was the reason for all of this BS anyways, so yeah, we'll see what happens in tomorrow's episode. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the review and the episode. Is there anything I might have missed? Please leave in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya!